Where's everyone going? Bingo? Alright. What is good, my peeps and people, man? Hey, we just got done playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem, or we just got done beating Resident Evil 9 Requiem, man. We literally, just the other day, beat Resident Evil 9 for the first time, our first playthrough. And you guys know I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I was waiting for this game since they first shown the trailer, since the first rumors came out, man. And bro, there's gonna be a lot of questions. There's gonna be a lot of discussions around this game about, is this the best Resident Evil game, or is this top 5 Resident Evil games of all time? And let me put some context out there for you, okay? So I love Resident Evil. I've played every single Resident Evil game. There's not a single Resident Evil game out there that I haven't played. There's a few out there that I haven't beaten, but I've played every single one of them. I love Resident Evil, and to the lead up to this Resident Evil 9, we played every Resident Evil game on stream, and we beat almost every Resident Evil game on stream. And so I have them fresh in my memory, literally months fresh, bro, in my memory. And I could confidently say to you, 3 days, not 3 days, this is a day after I beat, 1 day after I beat it, I had some time to sleep on it, rest on it, think about what I liked, think about what I didn't like. Is this the best Resident Evil game? It's not, but it's close. It's close, okay? So I had to sleep on it. I had to think on it, because right when I beat it, dude, I was running the highs. I was on recency biased mode, bro. And I was saying this was already the best Resident Evil game. It was great, but when I went back on it, I'm on my third playthrough right now. Actually, I'm on my third playthrough already. But what was I gonna say? I'm on my third playthrough, and I'm seeing some issues that I could point out, and I have a few problems with it that we'll get into later on in this video. But is it the best Resident Evil game? It is not. I still put Resident Evil 4 over it, and I think I still might put Resident Evil 1 Remake over it, but we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I have to replay Resident Evil 1 Remake again to I can't talk. Play them side by side to see. But as you guys can see, dude, I'm cosplay as Leon. Leon's one of my favorite characters, and they do Leon so good in this game. It is insane, and this is such a good callback, and just such a good love letter to the fans, bro, to the OG fans of the franchise, bro. It's such a good callback. There's so many good Easter eggs and references that you can miss if you're just speed running the game, which I saw a few people speed running the game. Bro, if you beat this game in under 10 hours, what were you doing? Were you exploring? What was you doing, bro? what were you doing? But hey, everyone plays the game differently. Everyone has a different play style, you know. So I'm just glad that everyone's giving this game a shot, and everyone's talking about Resident Evil right now, bro. Resident Evil's the talk of the town right now, bro. I've been waiting for this, bro. I've been waiting for this, dude. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't think it's the best Resident Evil game. It just might be. I don't know. So let's just get into the good things and the bad things. First, let's start off with the bad, because there's so little that's bad in this game. I wouldn't even call it bad. But so here are my few complaints of Resident Evil 9, and then we'll get on to the positives. So one of my first complaints that I had from the very start was the safe room music. I don't think Resident Evil safe room music for these past modern games have been the greatest. I don't like the safe room music for this game. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's a hot take. Wasn't messing with the safe room music. This game also suffers what every Resident Evil game has, besides maybe 2 of them, to where the beginning of the game, the first half, 60% of the game is so scary, and then the end portion of the game isn't scary anymore. But every Resident Evil game has that problem, so I'm not gonna nitpick that too much, you know. But once you do get to Leon's section, and after you spoiler alert, okay, hold on, let me put this out there. So this is gonna be a spoiler review right now, okay? We're about to be getting into some spoilers. If you have not played Resident Evil 9, get up out of here, bro. This is a big spoiler. I don't know if I've spoiled anything yet in this video. Hopefully I haven't. If I have, I'm so sorry. But spoiler, we're going to be talking about spoilers here, okay? So once you're in Raccoon City with Leon and after you fight the big spider and all that, I think that's when the horror aspect of the game drops, like a significant portion, you know? Because then you're just going against old BSA soldiers who have like guns and stuff and these like regular old zombies. And then you get more of the action orient, especially because you're going up against actual people, like actual soldiers who are trying to gun you down and shit, dude. And yeah, no, it's very cool. I really loved that section of the game, but the horror element does drop a lot once you get out of the hospital. It drops a lot, dude, and I mean a lot, but it's still a little there. But yeah, once you're playing as Leon and you get past the spider section, it's basically not even a horror game anymore, to be honest. Like, you have Grace's section with the liquors and stuff, but you have Molotovs, you have ways you could dispose of the liquors, you know, even with Grace. So yeah, I would say the horror drops off a lot, but they do try. They do try to make the horror come back, you know, when you're playing as Grace in first person and the liquors are coming. It's really good. It's really good. Like, and I can imagine playing on like an insanity mode. That would be terrifying, bro. But yeah. Another one of my complaints, the final boss fight is kind of just Nemesis. I don't know if anyone else saw this. The final boss fight is literally just Nemesis from the remake. Like, the final fight in Resident Evil 3 remake, that's what it kind of felt like. Like, you're shooting the big bubbles on the dude's thing, and then he like swings his things at you. The final boss fight was too easy. It was too easy and it was too fast, to be honest. And yeah, that's a few of my complaints right there. What's another one? I kind of wanted more boss fights. There's not that many in this game. You know what I'm saying? There's not that many boss fights in the game. There's like cool sections where you're getting really stressed, but there's not that many boss fights in the game. I don't think Grace, besides the besides the big lady at the very beginning, when you finally get Emily outside of the hospital, when you have to fight her, that's like one of Grace's only boss fights. I kind of wish Grace would have had some more like Resident Evil 7 type boss fights, you know, like when Ethan has to go against Jack, and then he's got to go against Marguerite, and then he's got to go against another version of Jack, and then he's got to go against like Luke and stuff and all that. And it's hella cool. I like that. I wish they would have done more of that, you know, because you gotta fight the big lady, the clone, but you really don't get a lot of boss fights with Grace, which makes sense, you know, that they saved the boss fights for Leon. But I kind of wanted more with Grace, to be honest. And it's crazy to say that because I love Leon, but yeah, no, I kind of wanted more with Grace and her, like, in seeing more boss fights and stuff, because her sections were so tense and terrifying, dude. I would have loved to see like a section, but I don't know. That's a mild complaint because I do think like there are mid bosses, like not mid bosses, like mid-level bosses, what I mean to say. Like the chef is pretty hard to kill. You have the baby in the hospital that you can take out or you could dodge around. But what I'm talking about is like actual boss fights where you can't leave until you beat this guy. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave until you beat this certain enemy. With the baby, with the baby and with the whatchamacallit, the chef, like you can take those out. You could damn near take out everyone, you know, or you can hide around them. You don't even have to take them out, you know. I'm talking about boss fights where you can actually take them out, you know, where you can actually like you have to take them out is what I'm trying to say. You have to take out that certain boss, you know. With the ones in RE9, you really don't have to take them out. For the chef, you want to take them out because you'll get the pantry key. But yeah, no, you can sneak around the baby for the most part and stuff. And yeah, you don't even have to go to that section of where the baby's at for a little bit once you find a blood analyzer. But yeah, what's another problem that I have with the game? Dang, I think that's it, to be honest. I think that's like my only few problems with the game. It is really good. It is really, in my opinion, it is one of the most like best Resident Evil games. It's definitely top 3. I think it's number 3 for me. But yeah, no, like the things that hold it back, the safe room music, I wanted a better final boss fight. I wanted more boss fights with Grace. And yeah, just like in the horror dropping off and just a couple of my problems, you know, those are just a very few of my problems right there. Nothing big, nothing huge, nothing major, you know. But let's get on to the pros, and let's get on to like why I love this game and what made it so well. So, dude, from the jump, first of all, like once you get into it, bro, the graphics are immaculate, bro. No matter what you're playing on, I've played this on 3 separate consoles, bro. I've seen gameplay of it on PC. I've played it on Xbox. I've played it on PS5. The only thing I haven't played it on is the Switch too, but I'm pretty sure it looks good on there too, or as much as it can, you know. But the game looks freaking immaculate, dude. And then the start of the game, dude, is just so good, bro. The way they switch between Grace and Leon is so good. I saw some people saying they wish they would have done chapters, you know. I think that would have messed up the game, to be honest. I think this game did really well, like how it did, you know, with just switching from Grace to Leon when like they're around each other in their story, you know. I really loved that, and I really liked it. What can I say? I'm a sucker, man. I'm a sucker. Yeah, it would have been cool to have like some Resident Evil 2 type stuff where you could choose who you want to play, Grace's section or Leon section. But hey, I like the way they did it. It would have been cool, but like I said, I do kind of think that would have messed up with the game flow, to be honest. I love how they did it. I think it made the game drag perfect to a perfect amount, you know. And yeah, another thing this game did really good was the horror aspect was freaking there, bro. Like when you're playing as Grace, it is scary. The resource management that you have to do in this game is insane, especially if you're playing on standard classic, because bro, I'm currently doing standard classic right now, and dude, you have to fucking craft ink ribbons, save ink ribbons, dude, all this, bro. And it's very hard, bro, and a lot of the enemies are bullet spongy, so you can't even take them out as Grace unless you have the injectors, you know, the injectors that make the zombies explode. And yeah, it's just really good. It's really good, fun, tense, and it feels like good old classic Resident Evil. Then you get to Leon sections, and it feels like Resident Evil 4, bro. It legitimately just feels like Resident Evil 4, and it's so good. They do it so good, bro. I love it. This game is legitimately Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4 just combined, bro. And it is so good. One of my things that I was afraid of is that they were gonna lean too much into the action element. They did a perfect balance of it. Another thing I was afraid of, them doing Leon dirty. Boy, I'm so glad they put 2 endings in this game, bro. And the canon ending is so good, bro. Oh my goodness, I know my GOAT Leon couldn't go out like Arthur Morgan. KX, okay? Talking about you gonna go out like Arthur. Get up out of here, bro. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. But dude, they do Leon so good in this game. His one-liners are freaking great in this game. I don't care what nobody says, bro. People be saying, my boy Elijah was all like, one of his lines were cheesy and that was not it. You know what I'm saying? This man ain't never played Resident Evil 4 OG. Keep that in mind, bro. He ain't, dude. He ain't never played or he please played it. He ain't never beaten it. He doesn't know about OG corny Leon lines, bro. You don't know about that. He don't know about that, bro. And dude, his one-liners were great the entire game, bro. I loved them, dude. Like, literally gave me OG RE4 Leon vibes, bro. And I freaking loved it, bro. I freaking loved it. I couldn't have come up with anything better, bro. And yeah, no, it's so good. Leon is done so well in this game, dude. And yeah, I had a fear that he was gonna get offed, which he does in one of the endings, but it's not the canon ending. And oh man, yeah, they do Leon so good, bro. What can I say, bro? I don't even have much to say anymore, dude. This game is peak. If you're a Resident Evil fan, go pick this up, bro. What are you doing? Go play this. And bro, they brought dude, and when I tell you this game was like made for like the OGs, bro, like there's so many good callbacks. Like you could find Wesker's journal. Once you go to the RPD, it's nostalgia blast, bro. It's a nostalgia blast. I'm talking, you could go up to the old puzzles and he'd be like, damn, this was an old puzzle. You could go find Wesker's journal and find Rebecca's like cheerleader picture in there, and that has to do with like the whole code that you have to find for the briefcase. The Tofu survivors in the RPD, you could find him multiple times in the RPD. You could find Wesker's old RE1 glasses, Rebecca's old beret, her old hat and stuff. There's a little code or a little scavenger hunt you could do that Barry had set out for kids. Multiple name drops, so cool. And then to top it off, Mr. X comes back and you get to fight Mr. X again, bro. It is a really good boss fight fighting Mr. X. I really enjoyed that. Nemesis gets a name drop, dude, at the end of the game. Leon drops a Nemesis line. Just so much cool nostalgic shit, bro. It is so freaking cool. The music playing in the background, just everything about it. When you get to the RPD, it gets so freaking nostalgia heavy. And usually I don't like stuff like that. Like, I don't like when they beat you over the head with nostalgia, but they do it really well in this game, bro. They do it really well. Then they bring back liquors, and yeah, this game is just fire. And you're like going over places you've been in at Resident Evil 2 or during Resident Evil 2. Like when you're going and playing as like one of the Grace clones as a child, you're going, then you're in the orphanage where Chief Irons was chasing Sherry, which is so cool. Another cool addition, Sherry being back. I wish she would have had a bigger role, but yeah, I love that Sherry was in this game and she was the one helping Leon, you know. It was very cool. Let me get back to another complaint that I had that I forgot about to say. I kind of wish the game had connected to Raccoon City just a little more, or brought some stuff back from Raccoon City, because the game makes it seem like Leon and Sherry were like the only ones in Raccoon City, you know what I'm saying? And I know they were talking about 6 survivors dead from Raccoon City. That's not Jill, that's not Claire, that's not them. It can't be, you know, it literally cannot be. I think they say in the game that it's not them. But I was kind of hoping for like at least a cameo or something, bro. Like I was hoping for an Ada Wong appearance, anything, bro. So Ada, Jill, Claire, Carlos. There were so many people you had. Chris Redfield gets a mention at the end, and it's kind of setting up for DLC or another game. But I was kind of disappointed to not see any of the like people who were actually in Raccoon City alongside Leon not make a return. Because, bro, like I said, Jill was there, Claire was there. Claire was the one who saved Cherry. Carlos, like, bro, there are so many people in Raccoon City alongside Leon, but they kind of just make it seem like Leon and Cherry were like the only ones there, you know. But yeah, so that was a little disappointing, but yeah, the game is still peak. I give it a 10 out of 10. I freaking loved it. If you guys have it, I gotta stop this video because I've been yapping for too much. But if you guys love Resident Evil, I highly implore you, I highly recommend that you go play this game and you go try this out, bro. Because this is really good. They even got off-brand Wesker up in here. Xeno, I thought that was Wesker. I thought it was going to be a reveal that Wesker had somehow survived, but he kind of just rebranded himself or something. But yeah, no, off-brand Wesker up in here. And then as soon as he loses his powers, that nigga get folded, his head get chopped clean off, bro. That shit is crazy. But yeah, that's cool. I thought Gideon could get more fleshed out as well, to be honest. Yeah, no. And then another thing too, I like the whole Spencer feeling bad for what he did, but that kind of means they're gonna remake RE5, and they kind of got to change some stuff in Resident Evil 5, the remake. Because you have Wesker in RE9 who is like, oh, I have this kid, you know, and I'm trying to repent for what I did, you know. He's creating like a cure for the virus that he created, you know. And it's kind of like Spencer getting this character arc, you know. But we see at the end of Resident Evil 5, at the end of Resident Evil 5, but in Resident Evil 5, right before Spencer dies, he's still talking about how he wants to like take over the world and become immortal and become a god and stuff, right before Wesker puts his fucking hand through his chest. So that kind of doesn't make any sense. So you're telling me he went through this whole arc where he felt bad, so he created a cure, and then he just went back to being evil again? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But But yeah, I think they're gonna remake Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. And they're gonna like try to fix Spencer a little bit is what I'm guessing. But yeah, anyway, this game was freaking peak. I loved it. The streams did great. Thank you everyone who came out to the streams, bro, and made the streams good because dude, right before this, we had started streaming on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And bro, the streams went off, bro. I'm talking 10K likes on the TikTok streams. We got new people joining in through the TikTok stream. Shout out to Renee. I appreciate you so much. And then the YouTube short stream, I've just been going crazy. Shout out to Haple Maple for putting me onto the YouTube short stream. That just like opens up a whole nother like avenue of streaming, you know. So yeah, if you guys want, dude, we're streaming on 3 different things now: YouTube shorts, YouTube regular, and TikTok, man. So those streams did great. Thank you guys so much for everyone who said kind words about my cosplay, man. I know it doesn't look the best. I tried my best to get it to look really good, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the background. And thank you guys so much for those who came out to the stream and made the streams really good and made the streams really fun, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. They were great streams, man, and I appreciate everyone who made the streams what they are. And yeah, man, it's time to put Leon Niggity out of commish, bro. Resident Evil 9's done, and now we gotta wait till DLC, or we gotta wait until Resident Evil 10. But I think they're gonna do remakes. They're definitely gonna do a Resident Evil 5 remake and a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. I feel like that's what they have left. You can also do a 0 remake, but I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you, how much you liked Resident Evil 9. Let me know what you rank it down in the comments. Let me know what you like how do I say, where you put it with the other Resident Evil games. Is it your favorite? Is it your least favorite? I don't know how that could be the case, but yeah, let me know if you guys liked it. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and come pop out to the streams, man. I will see you guys next time. And Resident Evil is back! It never left, but it's back. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's go.